Hello everyone, Elias5891 here with another KTANE module tutorial. This time we're covering the ice cream module, a pretty recent one. It does require edge work, so we're going to grab that and then we're going to take a good little look at this one. So looking at the edge work we have here, we've got, looks like two batteries in a single holder. There's my notepad. We have a lit FRK, a lit IND, a lit SIG, and a serial number of 3 Bravo 9, Foxtrot Juliet 6. There's actually one additional element of edge work that I didn't mention. You can probably notice what it is as I spin it around. That actually is relevant sometimes, but we'll come back to that when we talk about that rule. So, ice cream. If you're the diffuser, this is what you're going to see. You're going to have a customer in magenta. In this case, it's Sam. And you're going to have 5 options of ice cream flavors to give him. You will always have vanilla and 4 other options. In this case, mint chocolate chip, Neapolitan, Rocky Road, raspberry ripple, and the vanilla. As a diffuser, you need to give the expert that information, the customer name, and the 5 options, or technically the 4 because vanilla is always one. They should know that. So for this one, we have Sam, mint chocolate chip, which I will abbreviate after this, Neapolitan, which I will definitely abbreviate because I don't think I spelled that right, Rocky Road, and raspberry ripple. Maybe. Did I spell that right? Neapolitan? Yes, I did. Okay, I feel better. Whoops. Come back, Mom. So what you're going to do as the expert is you're going to get that information, and here's what we've got. We have recipes for all of these ice cream flavors. We have allergens. We have an allergy table based on customer and the last digit of the serial number. And we have kind of a preferences table. I like to think of this as the sort of the hot ice cream list. People want the most popular ice cream that they're allowed to have. So let's step through this. I personally suggest starting here on the allergy table. We need the last digit of the serial number. That was a 6 here. And our customer for this particular one was Sam. Sam is here. So if we kind of look at this intersection, Sam's allergens are 1, 0, and 3. That in and of itself is not terribly useful. But we can look up this value here in the allergy converter and take a look at what those allergies actually are. 1 is strawberry, 0 is chocolate, and 3 is nuts. So Sam here is allergic to strawberry, to chocolate, and nuts. Well, what does that mean about the 4 flavors we have? Well, up here, we've got a listing for the mint chocolate chip, the Neapolitan, the Rocky Road, and the raspberry ripple. And he can't have anything with strawberry, can't have anything with chocolate of any sort, and can't have anything with nuts. So if we look at that, Rocky Road is, well, it's got chocolate flavor. He's allergic to chocolate, so he can't have Rocky Road. That's just out right now. Raspberry Ripple's vanilla flavor, and as a side note, nobody's allergic to vanilla, so that's fine. And raspberry sauce, that's okay, so that's an option. Neapolitan, we've got strawberry flavor. Well, he can't have strawberry, so Neapolitan's not really a choice. Mint chocolate chip has chocolate chips, as you might imagine, which has chocolate. So mint chocolate chip is out. So of all those ice cream choices, he only actually has one option aside from the vanilla, and that's the raspberry ripple. So his choice list is raspberry ripple, something he can't have, something he can't have, something he can't have, and technically vanilla. So once you've taken your list of ice creams, figured out which ones your customer can actually have, going past the allergy table, you get to the flavor list table. This table will kind of show you what's popular, what's the preferred flavor, in order, and you're going to pick the highest ranking one of the options that they can have based on what's available and what allergies they have to avoid. Now this table has four little subtables, four lists. You do them in reading order, taking the first condition that applies. If there are more lit indicators than unlit, there were 3 lit and no unlit, so we're going to use this table. Now the extra piece of edge work I said that you could need that we didn't need this time, we didn't look at, didn't specify, is empty port plate. Aside from the cruel piano keys module, nothing else actually prompts you about an empty port plate. So that's something your diffuser may not normally give out. So that's something to be aware of, possibly remind them of if it comes up. Just let them know that you need to check for the empty port plate, if that's a possible rule. In this case, it didn't matter because we didn't make it past the first rule, but something to be aware of. And while I'm on this screen, one other thing I'd like to note is if you look here, vanilla, which everybody can have, is at the very bottom of every list. So vanilla is kind of your catch-all. If they're allergic to every other option, then vanilla is kind of a last resort. As somebody who used to enjoy vanilla ice cream, that's personally a little offended. No, I'm kidding. So vanilla is the last thing you're going to choose. So for Sam, his choices are vanilla, raspberry ripple. Of the 2 choices that are left, raspberry ripple is the higher up one. So we're going to submit raspberry ripple for him, and I will hang on to that for just a second. As I do, let's go ahead and give out the next one, and we'll kind of look at it together as well. Simon, his options are Rocky Road, Neapolitan, raspberry ripple, and mint chocolate chip. Isn't this the exact same combination I had last time? I think it is. But Simon should have different allergies. So let's plot that away. We don't care about Sam anymore. Now we're concerned about poor Simon. Here's Simon's list, 207, which we'll look up. Let's go ahead and submit Sam's raspberry ripple. Notice that's correct. We get a green light and we have another customer. This is a 3-stage module, so you've got to get 3 correct before it's disarmed. Let's finish up with Simon here, and you'll see, we'll go over why I paused here in just a minute. Simon's 207. So 207 is raspberry, chocolate for 0, and 7 is cherry. Well, let's see. Rocky Road, chocolate, that's out. Neapolitan, chocolate, that's out. Raspberry Ripple, raspberry, that's out. Mint chocolate chip, chocolate, that's out. So all 4 normal options are out, so he kind of has to default to vanilla. We'll do a couple more. Here's Ashley. Ashley has options of mint chocolate chip, double chocolate, cookies and cream, raspberry ripple, and vanilla. Let's see what allergies that Ashley has. Here's Ashley, 126. 126. This should bring up the rule I wanted to talk about. Yep. 1 is strawberry. 2 is raspberry. 6 is fruit. However, fruit's kind of a vague term. Some of the things on this list are fruits in addition to just being individual items. So if they're allergic to 6, if they're allergic to fruit, they're also allergic to each of the fruits on the list, which means they're allergic as well to strawberries, raspberries, and cherries. Specifies that right here. Now notice she's already allergic to strawberry and raspberry. So all we're adding with that actually is the cherries. But something to be aware of. So you may notice that in the allergy table there's always 3 allergens. So if you line it up so that no fruit is included in the normal 3, but fruit is an option, you're going to end up with actually 5 different allergens. 5 different allergens out of the 8 non-fruit options. So an individual can be allergic to quite a bit. But here we go. Strawberry, raspberry, cherries. What options do we have? Mint chocolate chip is okay. Double chocolate is just chocolate. That's fine. Cookies and cream is vanilla and cookies. Cookies are okay. Raspberry Ripple. Well, Raspberry Ripple. I don't even need to look that up. I know that's got raspberry. So that's out. But we have options this time. So we're actually going to get to use this list. Uh, we'll go ahead and highlight them all. Our options are mint chocolate chip, double chocolate, and cookies and cream. Of these, you'll notice cookies and cream is up at the top, which means cookies and cream is what we're going to want to give Ashley. Now, having solved that, if I punch this in right now, I get a strike. Well, what did I do wrong? What happened? Well, this is one of the other unique things about this module, aside from this empty port plate business. For this module, you can't submit at any time. You can only sell on even numbered minutes. Notice when I hit the button, it was 49 something something. So, by submitting, then I earn a strike, I go back to the beginning. Even though my answer was correct, I didn't put in at a valid time. So, something to be aware of is you have to wait until your minutes are even to submit an answer. Now, since you've got 3 stages on this, if say it takes you a little while to do it, you're going to look at least a couple minutes of time from start to finish. As such, I definitely do not recommend saving this one for last. Depending on how quick your expert diffuser team is, you might see this done in a single cycle if they're really good, and you get a little lucky with the allergens, might be able to do it in under a minute. Otherwise, you're going to look at between 2 and 3. And if it takes you, maybe more than a minute, or roughly a minute for communication and solving, you may be looking at 5 from start, or 4 to 5 from start to finish. So ice cream is one you don't want to lollygag on. You want to hop into it, I would say almost as soon as you see it, or at least relatively early. So we talked about that rule. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 more as an example, and then I'll give you all a chance to do your own. Edge work here, we have the 5 batteries. 5 batteries and 3 holders. We have a lit FRQ, an unlit CLR, and a serial number 343 Juliet Quebec 2. We've got Jessica, Dave, Gary, Victor, and Sam. Let's see. And I'm going to write them up a little differently, kind of in the way that I personally write them as I do them. We've got Jessica as an option. My ice creams are double chocolate, and I'm going to abbreviate this first off, and then I know once you've done this a couple times, or if you've done much with ice cream, you might know the ingredients offhand. Double chocolate is going to be chocolate. That's going to be your only allergy. So I might keep my eye on this allergy converter table, and you say double chocolate, okay, well that's a 0 for an allergy. Double strawberry, well that's a 1 for an allergy. Neapolitan, well that's chocolate and strawberries, so that's a 0 and a 1 for an allergy. That should be it. Rocky Road, I don't know Rocky Road off the top of my head, so I may have to look at that one. Rocky Road is chocolate, nuts, marshmallows. So Rocky Road, chocolate, nuts is 3, marshmallow is 8. Maybe I do this before I do my table lookup, because last time I was finding out which allergens Jessica had first. Maybe this time I jot those numbers down and then look her up in the table. So let's do that. Let's do the lookup. Last digit of cereal is 2. Person is Jessica. Allergens are 1, 2, 3. So these 2 options are out because they both had a 1. 1 would be strawberry. Remember the 6 is fruit, which means you're going to have to expand. We don't have 6 as an allergy, so we don't have to worry about it. So my choices that I'm looking for are between double chocolate and Rocky Road. Let's go through the flavor list. Which set are we going to use? More lit indicators than unlit. 1-1 split. That's not true. Empty port plate. The person didn't specify, but you might want to verify. Diffuser, was there an empty port plate? Oh, no, there wasn't. Okay, moving on. Otherwise, 3 or more batteries. There were 5. So this is the chart we're going to use this time. And our options, what do we have? Double chocolate and Rocky Road. There's double chocolate. Rocky Road's below it, so we're going to submit double chocolate. Notice we're in an odd minute, so I'm actually going to hop over to another one to do right now, and we'll submit that in a minute. We'll hit Dave real quick as well. Dave. Dave's options are, let's get back up to this allergy list. Mint chocolate chip. That's going to be chocolate and mint, 0 and 5. Rocky Road. Again, I don't know that one offhand, but we did just do it. That was chocolate, nuts, and marshmallow, 038. Double strawberry. That's 1. Neapolitan, 0, 1. And let's look at what Dave is allergic to. Oops. Dave is allergic to 0, 1, 4. Well, I see a bunch of zeros, and I see a 1. So he's allergic to that because of the 0, that because of the 0, that because of the 1, that because of both. So since he's allergic to every other option, he's going to get vanilla. We can confirm that Jessica's going to get the double chocolate, and we move on to the second stage on each of those. And you just do this a couple times, and you're through the process. So let's give you a chance to work on it. I'm going to blank the screen as I normally do. I'll read out edge work. I will give you... I'll give you all 5 people on this initial stage. You don't have to work them all out. Figure out which ones you feel like doing. Do a couple. And then I'll go over the answers and do one of them kind of step by step. So let's hop into this one last time. We will start with edge work as we always do. I'm going to leave this page up. And if you need to see the other pages right now, I've got the link to KTANE.timway.de in the description. Feel free to hop over there and take a look. For this bomb, we have 1 battery and 1 holder. We have no ports, but an empty port plate. We have a lit NSA, a lit MSA, that's 2, an NSA and an MSA, and an unlit SIG, and a serial number of Juliet Echo 7, X-Ray Romeo 5. My 5 people are Tom. Options are Rocky Road, Raspberry Ripple, Neapolitan, Cookies and Cream. For Pat, I have double chocolate, cookies and cream, double strawberry, mint chocolate chip. Next up, I have Tim. Tim's options are Neapolitan, double chocolate, Rocky Road, double strawberry. Cheryl, mint chocolate chip, Rocky Road, double chocolate, raspberry ripple. And Sam, double chocolate, double strawberry, raspberry ripple, Neapolitan. Alright, go ahead and pause your video here. Take a run through whichever of those you feel up to running through, and we will pop back on and take a look at them. Alright, I've went ahead and selected the correct answers for all of these, unless I'm mistaken. Let's work through the Tom one together just to make sure we got one right. So for Tom, my options again were Rocky Road, Raspberry Ripple, Neapolitan, and Cookies and Cream. There we go. Allergy table, our last digit was a 5. And we're looking at Tom, so his allergies are 256. Let's see, I'm reverting to this method. So we'll pop back to that. We had Rocky Road. Rocky Road is chocolate, nuts, and marshmallows. Raspberry Ripple is raspberry. Neapolitan is chocolate and vanilla. Cookies and Cream is cookies. His allergens are 2, 5, 6, but 6 is fruit, so we have to expand that out. Anything with a 2 is obviously out. In addition, anything with a fruit. Fruits are 1, 2, and 7. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry. So the 1 is out. So his two options are actually Rocky Road and Cookies and Cream. If we look here at the flavor list, more lit than unlit, we hit that rule. We had the empty port plate, but we didn't make it to it. So my options were Rocky Road and Cookies and Cream. Cookies and Cream is higher, so my answer for Tom is going to be Cookies and Cream. And we'll just go ahead and submit all the other ones just to illustrate that that's what we're going to have for the correct answers. Alright, that's it for this one. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below as always. Until next time, this has been Elias. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and don't explode. Bye guys.